Where's the What's up, guys? Welcome to Loudmouth Sports Talk off the top rope, coming to you from Loudmouth Sports Talk. Guys, don't forget today you'll get your shirts. They're $15 free shipping. Do not forget it ends tonight at 9 p.m. Do not forget.
Bombshell bowling, folks. If you need the info, hit up me or me, Sean, Luch, Damian, Courtney Brown, George Frisch, any one of us, Robbie, any one of us can help you get your shirts ordered today. $15, folks. Loudmouth Sports Talk t-shirts. Do not miss out on it until 9 p.m. The sale is going on right now. So a little bit, it's been a crazy week here for the wrestling industry in general. We had some really good shows this week in the shows of just Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and also AEW. So a lot of good shows were actually out there, and we want to make sure we want to get you all updated. Luch, hit them up with the what little bit of what we're talking about here.
All right. So what we're doing is we start off with Raw. We started with Samoa Joe doing a double contract signing with Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, Sasha Banks, and Asuka. Was, a typical signing stuff broke out. It's just always going somewhere. And just pretty much ended with all the faces in the ring, all the heels outside of the ring, and faces always come up on top. Then the Big Show comes out and calls out Randy Orton. Says, I don't like what you're doing, the whole legend killer thing. Then Andrade comes out with Selena Vega and Angel Garza, and Flair comes out to stop them before they go hit the ring. He tries to convince them that he's old, show you shouldn't come back, all this stuff. Before Selena Vega and her people can hit the ring, the Viking Raiders come out and pretty much back up the Big Show. And then we R-Truth versus Tozawa for 24/7 championship. It's going back and forth. It keeps going, but Truth pulls it out. Truth is, again, the 24/7 champion. Then the Ninjas come in and they try to take it from him, but he gets out of it, takes his championship, and runs.
This ninja thing is killing me, man. This ninja thing is killing me.
I don't know what they're doing with it.
I hate the gimmick. I hate the gimmick so bad.
And Seth Rollins comes out and talks to Ray. Says Ray thinks his duty is to save his family, but his duty was to be a sacrifice. It's pretty much the same promo he's been cutting for the past 3-4 weeks about how Ray is a sacrifice, but now they're just mixing Dominic into it. He says after he gets done with Ray, there won't be a future for him. Ray pops up on the big screen and says, he has to say he's sorry, but he's going to say sorry to Dominic because he has to watch what he's going to do to Seth Rollins at, I believe it's Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules.
The horror show. Don't forget that part. They're doing some other stuff now. But then Black and Humberto come down, which leads to a match between Seth Rollins and Murphy versus Black and Humberto. Actually, really good. It was not a bad match at all.
You know what? I hate to stop you on this. With Black, they need to let him go on his own now. I mean, this whole feud thing with him helping, it's done and over with. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing just Black being like he's an underrated guy. He's not getting the push that he needs, and I think this needs to end as soon as possible.
I think it does, but we'll see.
I hope.
We'll see. And then so the match continues. Curb stomps Black. Believe. Yeah. Murphy and Seth win. But then it leads to them attacking them again and curb stomping Humberto on the steel steps and Black in the ring. So, and then they leave. They both leave. Then Peyton versus Riot. Wasn't bad. I think that Peyton is actually very underrated. I feel like she is a very good competitor.
Peyton is actually trained by Sean Spears.
That spinning brainbuster was nasty.
It is.
That thing was nasty, and she like executed it very well. It was really good. Then listen. WWE needs to stop using Angel Garza and Andrade 2 or 3 times during a Raw. They do like 3 backstage interviews, 2 matches on every Raw, because we're gonna go back to Big Show versus Angel and Andrade in a handicap match, which I did like because we haven't seen a handicap match in WWE on just a normal Raw or SmackDown in a while.
True.
I do like that they're bringing older stuff back, but they need to stop using them all like that. They're good competitors, but you're going to run these. They're young guys, and you're going to the damage that they're taking in one match, and then they got to go out there again the same night is crazy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's because they don't have.
They don't have the roster.
They don't have a roster, so some guys are gonna have to. Yeah, that's the problem. Some guys got to get out there.
Then them people in the crowd, give them their shot.
Yeah,
and tell them, listen, you need to suck it up and let's go.
Yeah,
this is when if the company needs you, stand up and say like,
absolutely.
Hey, I'll take a 15-minute match. You get 3 people to do that. Like, it's not bad. That's a 45-minute. That's what, like the first half of Raw. You could do that.
Yeah.
Let these Performance Center guys go at it for 45 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're just gonna keep going. So I believe, Big Show wins. There's conflict between Andrade and Angel,
which they're eventually going to break up.
Yes, they're pushing these tag team titles on them, and I understand what they're doing. They're gonna break them off.
They're gonna break them off after they lose after they lose an opportunity for the tag team titles.
It'll be Angel's fault
or Andrade's fault or something. Yeah.
Oh, then we go to Apollo versus MVP U.S. Championship match. Disrespecting my man Apollo by just giving him a title and going, well, it's done. You're dropping it to MVP. Why? I don't see an angle.
Because MVP is a better U.S. champion than Apollo.
Why? How?
Okay.
How?
Do you not remember how long that he held that title for when he was with the company prior, and how well he held it, and how popular he was when he held it, and how good he does when he carries it?
He's not now.
Apollo is stale carrying that.
Apollo's the new gen.
He is stale holding that title.
He needs to stop giving the older guys that come in and just say, I want this, or he's got to stop relying on the old people. These old guys aren't going to be here in 5 years.
That's why they put the title on MVP, because now MVP can actually work with him to get him up to where the crowd's going to be like, we want Apollo as U.S. champion. And Apollo's going to understand, like, you need that veteran experience to get him to where he needs to be. Because apparently Apollo, new song, same damn show.
Well, MVP wins, new U.S. champ, and then Bobby comes in, and that was the whole thing. Then Ricochet came out, which led to a Ricochet versus Bobby Lashley. Lashley was dominating most of the time. Put him in the full Nelson for the win. And then at the end of the match, we had Drew and Oscar versus Dolph and Sasha. Going back and forth, it wasn't a bad match. Some high spots, some low spots, but all around wasn't terrible. Drew's a great worker. So is Dolph. So like this match at Extreme Rules,
I think it'll be one of the better matches for Dolph Ziggler. Honestly,
I think it's gonna and
I
because
honestly, I think it is.
they both know how to work, and the thing is they both know how to work and they both know how to sell. Even though Drew is a big guy, he does sell very well.
He sells excellent. He sells better than most big men in the industry right now.
So now that we have two great people, they're also great wrestlers, and they both sell very good. This is going to be a hell of a match. Whatever Dolph picks the stipulation, can't wait to find out. But I just hope it's not like a cinematic thing. I want this to be a wrestling match.
Yeah,
Let the Swamp Thing be the cinematic.
Yeah,
let that be that.
I would love for this match. I would love for Drew. I would love for Dolph to throw him tell him a stipulation match is a and not nothing
behind your back.
No, not even that. Just I mean, yeah, that would be funny to see. I would love to see a submission match because Drew doesn't know submissions.
That would be nice. That would be nice. But I want some. Drew's a big dude, and Dolph can hang with the big guys. So something physical, I think would help Dolph because then he could beat Drew down to try to get the win and come off just a little short.
Oh, just let it. Dude, it would even be great if Dolph said we'll make this a scholastic wrestling match, an actual amateur wrestling match because of Dolph Ziggler's amateur background.
Maybe.
I've been waiting for that for years with WWE.
They need to put him with somebody else that's like a very good scholastic wrestler.
Right. Chad Gable.
Yes. Or what the hell?
Shelton Benjamin.
Daniel Bryan's little man.
Drew Gulak. But Drew Gulak's he's not a scholastic wrestler.
But he's good.
He's good.
He is. Daniel. He get to go with Daniel.
I would love to see him go with Daniel in a true wrestling match.
So we're going to go on NXT. Great American Bash Night 1.
Even though it should have been a pay-per-view.
Versus Dakota Kai versus Mia Yim versus Candice LeRae. Elimination match. Winner gets a shot at the NXT Women's title. Starts off not bad. Yim is a pretty good competitor. The girls, I don't expect it to go that long. I think they thought that they were going to have like a 25 minute set, and it was going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But guess what? They all gassed out. Like, all gassed out.
And the ending was horrible.
Even Yim. And Yim I was like surprised to see her move a little slower. I was like, not disappointed, but I was like, damn, like out of everybody in that ring, I would have not expected Yim to gas like everybody else. But who won that? Tegan Nox wins to get a shot. Yeah. That was the boring match of the night. The worst match of the night. Timothy Thatcher versus Oney Lorcan. Listen, this match was great. Great wrestling skills match if you watched it. It was, they took it back to the wrestling. They did the submissions. I loved it. It was really good. I believe Larkin, Thatcher wins by making Larkin tap to a armbar, a version of the armbar. So yeah, it was, like I said, when you have people getting into submissions and then getting out and getting back in, and then someone getting out and then just putting the other one into another one, it is more interesting.
Yeah,
and that's a wrestling match. They kept my attention the whole match. That's what I like to see. Then we had Rhea Ripley versus Aaliyah and Robert Stone. So this is a mixed gender handicap match, something that we haven't seen in WWE in years.
Right.
Well, I can't remember the last time I seen one.
Thank you, Triple H.
So you need to run the company, fella.
You do.
But it was great. Rhea Ripley is a beast and needs to get more respect in that company. She might be one of my favorite females on that brand.
Who's that?
Rhea.
Oh yeah,
she's one of my favorites on NXT, hands down.
She could be a. She could probably be. She could probably be another Charlotte Flair coming through with her with her skill set.
Yeah. Rhea wins by making them both tap, both at the same time.
That's awesome.
Great.
That is just great.
Then we had Robert Strong versus Dexter Lumis strap match. Again, another match we haven't seen in a while. I'm liking this. I'm liking it. So it begins where Robert Strong doesn't want to put it on and attacks Lumis. But Lumis comes back, attacks him, and puts it on him. Lumis is a beast, people. He's a beast. I think he is a great wrestler, a great competitor. I can't back the whole gimmick. It's not my thing. I understand he did it in the Indies, and to make something work in Indies and bring it into WWE is not easy, and I give him that. Like, it's not. And to have Vince or whoever,
he's not a Finn Balor though. Like Finn Balor was able to bring his indie work into WWE and make it work. Like Lumis is,
but Lumis
I love the gimmick.
He kind of makes it work.
Yeah, he makes it work. I love the gimmick. He's just got to do a little bit more. But his in-ring work
is amazing.
Amazing.
I mean, and they're both good. Robert Strong is just as good. Like, he's not no like slack or anything. He's really good.
Roderick Strong is a great worker in the ring. Great worker.
And he sells.
Sure.
I mean, he was selling to his strength beautifully. I mean, like from the yanking up from the strap to like anything, he was selling it really good.
He never oversold anything in that match.
That is true.
He never oversold anything, unlike a couple superstars we know that oversell stuff. So
Lumis puts Strong into silence and wins by submission. Again, I'm loving that these guys are getting more into like submission.
Take over for a little bit, brother.
All right.
Keep speaking.
Then we had Santos Escobar cuts promo about Drake Maverick
right now.
Then Maverick comes out, runs down to the ring with all three men. There, he's getting jumped, but then Breezango comes out to make it an even match. Escobar gets out the ring, runs away, gets out of trouble. Then we go to the main event of the night: Sasha Banks versus Io Shirai. I mean, Io comes out on fire.
I'll let him know. Hopefully,
but then Bayley comes out, honks the horn of the car sitting out by the by the ring, which is a distraction, which makes Sasha come back. So it went back and forth for a little bit in this match. We're talking about Sasha Banks versus Io Shirai.
You're right. Yeah, that was excellent match.
So Sasha with those double knees, that's a move that looks like it hurts. That's a move that looks like it inflicts damage. I like that. It's, Io Shirai was. I mean, this was I don't know how many pinfalls there was, but there was enough to make it like this is like every time they went down, you were like, oh, like this might be the one because you just didn't know. But Io hits, or Bayley was just about to get into the match, and Asuka came out and made it even. And then Io hits the moonsault for the win. I like that they let the NXT star take this one. I like that they let their brand stand out. I believe any other time that they came, it was mostly like the other competitors were winning. The SmackDown guys, the Raw guys, Raw females, SmackDown females. They were giving them more of the thing. And all of that. So that was crazy. Then we go to AEW Fighter Fest.
Yeah. You were
Starts
saying.
off and Warlord versus Jurassic Express. This match was good. That Marco Stunt guy, he's a great Spike Dudley. Like, he's just there to, like, get tossed around pretty much. Awesome, awesome thing. And I just thought it was a good match. It went back and forth. Warlord versus what's his name? What's
Wardlow and
Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus.
There we go. Luchasaurus. Couldn't think of it. Luchasaurus. Them two big guys, they are agile and they move, man.
They do.
They are
Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus has been around for years, man. Years.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I know he goes by some other names, but he's just, dude, he's built, he's stacked, what, 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah,
like
weight on him, but he moves
like 315. He moves
like
he moves
250.
315, but he moves like he's like 190. Like it's incredible how he moves.
Jurassic Express wins. So that I liked it. And then Warlord leaves MJF at the ring because he said it was his fault why he didn't knock out Luchasaurus with the diamond ring. Listen, MJF, fantastic heel. That is what a heel is, people.
Yes.
That's a heel. That is a. You can go on MJF's Facebook and before every match, he posts a whole thing about why this person sucks and why that is so golden because not only is he a great heel on camera,
off camera,
he's also doing it on social media, which he knows is a big platform of today.
Listen,
smart.
He's such a great heel that when he does autograph signing, he's still a heel at autograph signings. He's still that jerk when you meet him.
It's the old school wrestling in me that likes, if you're an ass in the ring, when I see you outside the ring, you better be an ass to me. Yes. You better be an ass because that's what I'm expecting. I am. Yeah, so then we go on to Penelope Ford versus Hikaru Shirai for women's championship.
Great match.
Penelope Ford's was it Skip? Kip. Goes, he gets out, he takes the kendo stick, he tries to come back and use the kendo stick and it doesn't work. But they go back and forth. It was a great match. Penelope Ford, man.
She's a force to reckon with, man. She's an up and comer. She's the next champion. She's gonna be a champion.
One day, watch out for her. But Hikaru wins. A bunch of close calls though. I like that. It really was a good match.
Yeah.
Then we go on to Jake Hager versus Cody Rhodes for that ugly TNT title and Arn Anderson and his Waffle House menu. Listen, best commentating I've seen in forever, Jericho, with his Waffle House menu. Because Arn, you need to stop that. You're not a high school football coach. You're not a college football coach. You're not in the NFL. Stop bringing it out.
Listen, as much as it looks stupid, I will have to disagree with you. I love the look of Arn Anderson when he brings that out. It's so funny. It's Arn. That's Arn Anderson. Like he is being Arn Anderson, and is it stupid that he has the Waffle House menu? Yes, but at the same time, it's just great how he comes out with the in a coach style
with his his family thing, his Nightmare Family logo,
Nightmare Family, vest. and the vest. It's
down.
Listen, it's just great, man.
It is. I mean, I like
great.
it, but the men, you got to go. But it was a great match. I mean, Jake
Yeah.
Hager really showed his strength. Cody
And
knows how to sell.
I'm
Both dudes.
surprised. Here's my thing. I'm surprised that they let that Cody went over. That they had
not.
Hager lose. Well, I'm
I'm
a little
not.
surprised. Listen, because they're both strong. Like I couldn't see them having Cody drop the title, but I couldn't see.
Cody's big head got in the way.
But I couldn't see. Like I can't see why why you would make Hager lose. Like make that as a double count out. Make that as a double disqualification. Something.
And then it would go to another match.
And then go for another one with something. Like that's what you need to do because they're both strong competitors. They both are. And make that go on for like a couple matches, 1 or 2 matches, maybe 3 matches where they I thought they were going to go the full 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
A full 20 and then no decision after a full 20 cuz now they're stalemate.
But
and then
here's
have
the
them
thing, it's going
do it again.
They're going to do it because if you watch it, his shoulder wasn't down. His shoulder wasn't down. He was choking him out. So if you're choking him out, there's no way both shoulders are on that match.
Right.
So like he was choking. So it's going to go to another match.
They're going to go again.
But he did get a fine because he did clock the shit out that ref.
Out of the ref.
That ref was snoozing. And he got a $15,000 fine for that.
That was a great that was a great sell. That was a that was a great. I liked the ending of it. How they made him clock the ref and like get. And did you see how soft he hit him? He didn't even hit him that hard.
He sold it perfect.
Yeah, he sold it perfect. But did you see how well that Hager put that punch together?
Oh yeah,
like, it wasn't a potato punch. It was a perfect like. Hard, soft strike, and the ref sold it perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, it's the ref. That's kind of his job in a way. If that is going down, like if you're in the match, you have to sell it like you're a wrestler. You gotta do it.
Well, keep going, man. I got somebody that wants to come on for some reason, so I don't know who it is.
And then we have, but Cassidy comes out. Sets up his little table or his chair, and just sits there. Gets on Jericho's nerves just by sitting there. It was great. Then it goes to Santana and Ortiz versus Private Party. Wasn't a bad match. It was great, and it was like really. The match, I mean, to me, it was a little slow. Wasn't bad.
Right.
A little slow. Wasn't bad. But the end of the match is what made it great. Private Party wins, but Jericho and Orange Cassidy.
Oh. I can't wait for this Wednesday, man. I cannot wait. This Wednesday's going to be awesome.
And then we go to Taz, and then Taz comes out with Cage. And listen, people, that's a promo. Taz knows promos because he don't run sloppy companies like somebody. Everyone is tested before they come in, unlike a sloppy company. Listen, it was great. The jab was phenomenal. Then we had Best Friends versus Hangman and Omega for the tag team titles. Listen, they had me thinking that they were going to give it to the Best Friends, but it didn't work. It didn't happen. Hangman and Adam.
They need to give it to the Best Friends.
They need to. Listen, we're tired. The Elite is done. Let it go. I'm sorry. I can't take it where they're just champion. It's the Elite. I can't take it. Then we go into Friday Night SmackDown. Matt Riddle comes down, talks about his life and whatever.
Yep.
And then King Corbin comes out, interrupts it, talks about he doesn't wear shoes or boots or whatever. King Corbin comes out, says, "Well, if you want a match, let's go, but it will be against me." John Morrison comes out
because King Corbin. Here's the thing with Baron Corbin, and this is a personal issue backstage, which is pissing me off. Is he's thinking he's running shit back there behind the stage, which is really starting to piss me off a little bit. Telling producers that Matt Riddle needs to beat 5 enhancement talents before fighting me.
Wow.
Come on.
Who are you? You're not
who
John
are you?
Cena.
You're not John Cena.
Randy Orton. You're not Edge.
And that's
ask.
And Baron Corbin is catching heat for it big time.
He should.
Big time he's catching heat. And I think they're gonna have Matt Riddle beat him in 3 minutes or something like that.
I hope they have him kick him right in the mouth, knock some teeth out like he did to the other one. Then we have so it goes on to John Morrison versus Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle.
Going back and forth. Morrison with the beautiful corkscrew crossbody. That corkscrew crossbody was beautiful.
And on beautiful point. Move.
I missed the ending of the match. I believe Matt Riddle won.
Matt Riddle won.
And then we go on to AJ versus Drew Gulak. Oh my, this match. That was nice. That was a good match. Good wrestling match. That was a good one.
Yeah.
It was submission for submission, pin for pin, everything. It was really good. But AJ hits forearm for the win.
Yep.
Then we go to Sasha and Bayley. Bayley, talks and all this other stuff about champion. Name the accomplishments. It was just the normal stuff. But then Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross come out, challenge. And then Sasha took a Bayley and said, "You can verse Bayley." So it's Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Bliss has the upper hand at first, going back and forth. Again, I actually didn't see who won that one. Did you actually catch that one? The ending? I didn't catch the ending.
Bayley.
I believe Bayley won. I believe Bayley won because of ended in a disqualification or something like that.
Ended in a disqualification because Nikki Cross got involved. She couldn't handle it no more.
Okay,
she went after Bayley.
Then we had Kofi versus Shinsuke. You know what? Not a bad match.
No.
Cesaro helping Shinsuke, but then the ref throws Cesaro out and Big E from ringside. Both. So, it made it an even match.
Even match.
It's going back, but Shinsuke wins.
Yeah, Shinsuke's
Shinsuke is definitely a lot
underrated.
More talented in areas than Kofi.
Absolutely.
Then we have Sheamus gives a toast to Jeff Hardy. The same old stuff. You're an addict. You're a junkie. You're, take a toast, fella, because you're not going to be anything. You're going to let down your family again. All this other stuff. Jeff acts like he's going to take a sip, dumps it on the bartender, breaks a bottle over his head, and says he wants them in a match. Come at me, whatever. So that was that. That was the week of wrestling.
Yes, the week of wrestling. And for some reason, Luch, I got somebody that wants to come on. I sent them the link. I don't even know who it is. Maybe you can ask who he is. I'm going to bring him on right now.
Who he is. Hey, what's up, man?
Gentlemen, how are you?
Hey, who are you?
You'll know me soon enough. Mr. Evans.
Me?
Mr. Luciano. To my understanding, you guys don't like ninjas. Why is
that? Why we don't like ninjas? It's the dumbest promo ever, isn't it?
The stupidest gimmick you can have.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do realize ninjas are some of the most athletic and stealthy athletes on the earth, right?
Some of them, not the ones in WWE. Some
So
of you might
basically, what
be.
you're telling me is you don't respect the Japanese either.
Let's.
Let's not go all. Let's not get all into that. Listen, who are you? Or like, who are you? What do you?
Mr. Evans, Mr. Luciano, it's a good honor to meet you. See, I've watched you guys for a very long time. And I have to say, there's something about your commentary on pro wrestling nowadays that doesn't sit right with me. So rather than write a letter or just bitch about it, I figure I'll pay you guys a visit myself. See, I am known as the Iron Tiger, and my purpose is to right wrongs. This is a wrong. Yes, it is a very, very big wrong. Because, yes, pro wrestling nowadays has gotten very stale, if that's the word I can use. But at the same time, I blame you guys, the smarks of the world. Now, I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but you have to understand something. If it wasn't for you smarks, pro wrestling wouldn't look like the shit product that it is.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
please, miss us
Please.
with the bullshit.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
bullshit. Okay, I've done a little research. Mr. Evans, correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't you a wrestler under the IWC banner out in Pittsburgh?
I was.
So that means you're not far off from the world of professional wrestling, correct?
Correct.
That means you still got a little skill left in you, right?
Guess you could say that.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes this easy then. This was mainly because I've heard you talk and pretty much run wrestling into the ground commentarily. So I'm going to issue you a challenge. And the challenge is this. I don't know if you're familiar with the term seppuku, but it's ritual suicide.
Sounds like
So
I
what
would.
I'm going to
Sounds like I would take a shit saying seppuku.
yeah, funny comedian. Do you have the guts to step in the ring and say that?
Oh, oh,
Oh, wow.
oh, Sean, you gonna lace the boots back up?
Lace the boots back up. Listen here, Iron Tiger, whatever you are.
Oh, not only do you have problem commentating, but you also have a problem reading. It makes sense.
No, it's just I don't respect somebody who comes on my show, on me and Lucha's show, and thinks they know more than us. That comes on the show and thinks I'm gonna take over because I'm talking the smarks.
Well, here's the thing. I've already taken over because you've allowed me on your show. So because you've allowed me on your show,
It's a privilege to be on my show. You know
it's
how
not a
easy
privilege.
you know how easy it is for me to take you off my show?
And do you know how easy it is for me to wipe you from the face of the earth?
Oh, wow.
Iron Tiger.
Iron
See,
Tiger.
what you fail to realize is there are guys like me all over the world. And for us to accept a mission, it's no problem. We get paid for it. So because we get paid for it, when they told me, and by the way, me and one of those ninjas you talk about with Akira Tozawa, very good friends. So when he gave me the information that you and Mr. Luciano have been running your mouths, there was a bounty on your heads. But instead of taking the bounty, I took this one for free.
Listen here, Iron Tiger. If you want me to lace up the boots one more time, I'll lace up the boots. That'll be the worst mistake you've ever made in your life, to lace up the boots with me. My skill set my transitions in the ring, you wouldn't be able to even carry my bag today in wrestling. So for you to
Assuming you're
come
still
on,
young enough to carry your own bag.
All right, listen, Iron Tiger.
and
You
I have
came on
somebody else,
here.
and I
You
have
call
somebody
us
else that wants to
smarks.
come on here as well.
We
Court
call
Dog,
it
what's up?
smarks.
Hey, so what's up, guys? So real quick, hey, I'm loving the show so far. Great job. I just came on here to promote. Until 9 p.m. we have shirts on sale. Get your Loudmouth Sports Talk shirts. Right now they're $15. If you need to know more information, go to the group. The $15 deliveries free. It's going to take about 3 to 4 weeks to get to you. Use the code. Go to bombshellbowling.com/loudmouth sports talk and use the code loud25. So hey, great show, guys. I'm gonna tune in. I'm still driving home, so
Hey, what do you think
hey,
of this?
continue your.
What do you think of this Iron Tiger guy?
I was scared
This
as shit. I
joke.
logged in like, what the fuck just hacked my Facebook? I was like, listen. So I completely forgot what you guys were doing. So like I'm sitting there driving, and when it came on, it was like loudmouth off the top rope, and it had a ring. And then I was like, who the fuck is Iron Tiger? And I'm like, I'm so confused. And I'm like, who the fuck? So hey man, I think he's scary as shit. I don't even know who that is, but
He wants
it
me. He
sounds
wants
like-
me to lace up the boots and get in the ring with him.
Listen,
One
can
more
you
match.
even lace up boots? I mean, you just had 2 surgeries, an open heart surgery.
Uh,
You getting a little older there, young devil dog. I don't know if you even young anymore. You're getting older. I don't know if you can lace up the boots.
wow! Now they're both against me. Look at this, Luch.
Hey, I can't lace up the
Man,
boots anymore.
You want to lace him
Hey,
up?
what the
Like-
Undertaker say? I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm good once as I ever was. That
Yep.
quote right there is like one of the greatest quotes ever, by the way.
Hey,
But I
Luch,
don't
you
know
want
if
to
you got one in you, Sean.
Luch, you want to lace some boots and take them on a tag team match and kick their ass?
No, I ain't doing this. I shoot people. I
He
don't
said
like
Iron
it.
Tiger. Look at that
All right,
Iron
guys,
Tiger.
I'm gonna head out and I'm gonna keep watching so I can drive.
All right, man.
All right, y'all.
Later.
So Iron
Well,
Tiger,
he's
you
got
see that?
one thing
You made
right.
somebody laugh.
Made
That's what
somebody
you just
laugh.
did.
That's
You
what
made
that's-
somebody laugh. They were scared at first, and then they logged on and started to laugh. Look at
Good
that.
job.
You want to lace
Just-
up his boots? If you want him to lace up his boots, the only way you do it is if I'm special guest referee.
Well, I'll say this. He's got one thing right. You guys do have a loud mouth for no reason. But I'll take you up on it. I'll be glad to shut you and Pinky over here up.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
So
Okay.
I just want you to know, I just want you to think about this. Assassins strike when you're not paying attention, correct?
I guess.
So that
And
means
good in your sort of sense, in Tawazawa and those ninjas sense, we kind of know when it's coming because they're not really that good in WWE. Hence, that's why they're the ninjas and they don't win.
and when was the last
Tell
time
your
you
buddy
won?
that.
I win every day,
'Cause-
brother.
Typical loser life stay. But I'll take you up on this challenge. You name the time and place. I'll be there. And when I'm there, not only am I going to take your heart, because apparently you got a new one, but I'm also going to take your reputation. So me, this sword, and a few other friends of mine will pay you attention. We'll keep watching. And when it's time, we'll see you in the ring. See you soon.
You and your friends can come on.
That's amazing.
That was good. That was good.
You know what? And folks, that's what we're calling about right there. Promo school. Promo school, folks. You just got to see the first ever promo from Iron Tiger, as he
Iron
calls
Tiger.
himself.
So,
Dude, I give you a C on the delivery. I'll give you an A on keeping my attention, but your delivery needs some work. And overall average, I'll give him a B, B plus.
all right. Well, his overall, I'm just gonna say, is a C. You were a little everywhere, but you definitely kept my attention, and you brought me into it. You know, wrong thing to do, buddy. Wrong thing to do. But listen, hey, like I said, it's a C because you were everywhere, but you did keep my attention, and you did come back on stuff that we said, which is impressive to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, C,
Good job.
like to have you back, and next time don't leave just so fast.
Yeah. So, but a little bit more about the business. I see, like, you see this whole thing with Matt Riddle apparently is now, there's some text messages.
There's screenshots I've heard. I did not look into it, but I did
Yeah.
hear that there are a lot of screenshots.
So I'd like to see,
And-
I'm interested to see where they take this to the next level.
Yes.
With management and where they're going to put him at, because I don't know, man. I if I was Vince, I sure would be reconsidering my investment if the rumors are true. I mean, from what I heard, it was an affair. It was an affair that gone wrong.
Yes,
now-
I heard that.
I'm hearing it's different. So
I think that it's just an affair. Because the reason I'm thinking it was, and it is true about his wife knowing, is because there's no story in media about that. There's
Right.
the wife isn't blowing up. So yeah, I think that this is just like a little fling that he had, and it was cool with his wife, and it went bad. And you know, you can't ruin somebody's life over this. And it was a mistake that he made, but at the same time, you can't judge somebody on their past. If they keep making the same mistake, yes. But no, like Velveteen, he got caught one time, he got reprimanded. He got caught a second time, got told.
reprimanded.
You got caught a third, you're cut. No, I don't even believe the third, but still, like, if you keep showing a pattern, like, they're going to cut you. You are a
So
liability.
is Velveteen Dream officially cut?
I haven't heard anything officially, but I did hear that he is in the making of getting cut, and he will not be on TV for the remainder of whatever.
Yeah, that's what I did hear, that he was pulled from TV.
Yes. I think that they might wait until everything goes through. I think they might do that with Riddle too if it keeps going out of hand. I think that they might just pull him from TV and just hold him. Because I think that they learned from the Enzo thing where, hey, you know, we let off an innocent man and we fired him, and we did get a lot of bash for that and a lot of backlash from that because he was innocent. And
Yeah,
you have guys that are out here.
Enzo got
worse.
the raw deal of a bad situation.
And he was a moneymaker. He drew people. He drew me. Every time I heard that song come on, I wanted to see what Enzo said.
Yeah. I watched a few of his shoot promos. And he doesn't bash anybody. He really doesn't bash anybody in his shoot.
He bit of WWE, but not like crazy. He bashes a situation. He bashes them like, why couldn't you just wait? Like, you heard this, but it's not 100% true or whatever. And I think that's what he bashes them for, is that just, you shouldn't have released me, because you have superstars now that are supposedly sending pictures to underage females, and it was a legal age woman, and it was false in anyways. So, like, I understand why he does, because it is bullshit, because they are keeping people around that are doing worse. So
Yeah.
it is bullshit, and I am on Enzo's side, and I do want to see Enzo back in a ring, whether it be AEW or WWE. I do want to see him
I don't
back.
think he would fit in AEW.
Yes, him and Joey Janela would be perfect together.
Yeah,
Perfect together.
I guess.
Joey Janela dresses like he could do the swag just like him. that's what he like. Joey Janela's is like that bad boy
Yeah.
thing. Like,
I guess you
it
could bring
would
it back.
work, I think.
I guess you could bring a bad boy persona into that. Here I didn't know that Enzo and Cass really do not like each other anymore.
Really?
I did not
didn't hear
know that. Yeah. They
I
got
heard they started to hate each other in WWE.
yeah. It was right after like they did the breakup, which was really good. And I guess during the match and Cass tore his ACL. That's when Cass tore the ACL. And unlike other wrestlers who keep going, like Triple H and all those guys who do get injured in the ring, Cass wouldn't continue going. And you know that was that big street fight which they were supposed to draw a lot of money out of, and he like folded and said he couldn't go. And I understand, like if my ACL tear an ACL, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna feel like crap going. But in the ring, it's a different story because your adrenaline's rushing so much.
That and plus,
I don't care. Finish a match however you finish a match. Just finish the match. And I think that's where they started to really hate each other, is because, you know, and he sent those tweets out to him that they were personal, you know. So yeah, I
think that Enzo had a different personality than Cass. Enzo never was okay to settle. I think Big Cass is okay to settle somewhere and just be like, Enzo, you know what? I'm cool just to be that guy in the back where you call if you need, and if not, I'm back here collecting a check.
Yeah, and Enzo he showed his book of ideas. It's incredible. It's a whole binder full of
he is very smart.
Pages and pages of just stuff that he had written down that he wanted to use.
And he's very talented when it comes to writing promos.
Yeah. So I think that's where him and Cass just did not get along, because Cass was just like, I'm okay.
Cass can't do promos neither.
Huh?
Cass can't do promos.
No, not at all.
He can't talk on the mic worth shit.
No.
And then, but like, I heard also that, hold on, I'm pulling it up. There's this one thing that just popped up not too long ago. Where's that? Did you hear that? The Undertaker says that Limp Bizkit created, like, that was his favorite entrance ever.
Yeah, I heard that. Rolling. I heard Rolling.
Yeah, that was dope. And then Liv Morgan is dropping some cryptic tweets about what she did wrong. And I think that I think that they're gonna put her back with Riot.
Ruby Riot.
I think that they're gonna.
Morgan is just not a singles competitor.
It's like I see it, then I don't, because I see it. She has the image. I just don't see her grasping it in the ring.
Yeah.
And then, did you hear that Deja Gonzalez, that Gonzalez chick in NXT?
Yeah.
That AEW offered her more offers than WWE.
And she didn't go. But from now, what I'm hearing is Deja Gonzalez is the Gonzalez's daughter.
Yeah. It is. Like, I believe it is his daughter.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing and everything and reading. And then Cody Rhodes is in love with FTR as a tag team. The name, the whole thing.
Now, what does FTR stand for? What are
Fuck the rest.
Huh? What is it?
Fuck the rest.
Fuck the rest. That's what I thought.
Fuck the rest. And they brought this to Vince, and Vince shot it down.
Yeah.
They brought FTR, and they weren't going to name it Fuck the Rest.
They were just going to call them
PG purposes, like forget the rest or FTR or whatever. But fuck the rest. And I can't wait till they are AEW tag team champions.
Yes. And here's the thing is they need to go to the Four Horsemen of AEW. They just need to have it. Sean Spears, FTR, Cody Rhodes, with Tully and Arn in their corners.
I guess.
I mean, think it's a new modern day version of the Four
I
Horsemen.
just don't want to see Cody Rhodes get a bigger head than he already has.
But if Cody
AEW.
Rhodes goes that route, I think he should drop the executive title.
I think, yeah, he needs to start. Okay, well, we've been saying this since like week 2 of this show that like they need to start. Cody Rhodes, you're either a businessman or you're a wrestler. Pick
Or
one.
here's the thing, or Cody Rhodes takes a break, drops the title to somebody
Jake.
worthy.
Jake Hager.
Jake Hager drops that title, and Cody becomes, Cody takes on FTR, Sean Spears, and picks a fourth guy, and Cody Rhodes is that guy.
He's Arn.
Is Arn. Is
Let Arn
not
sit
Arn.
in the back.
Is not Arn, but he's
The manager.
he's the manager. He's the JJ Dillon of this Four Horsemen run, and you let them run for not like 6 months and then break them off. You run them for like a year or 2 or 3 or 4. Like, how long did Four Horsemen run in WCW? Like
A while.
5 years.
Listen, and just put it together. If it works, it works. Let it run. Don't let it run until it gets dry. Because then, if you run something till it's dry and you cut it, it doesn't mean shit. You need
But
to
here's the
run
thing.
it
If you
to a
run it,
peak and cut
yeah.
it
But if you run the Four Horsemen, you have to run somebody that runs against them.
in a circle.
Inner circle.
You have it.
Yeah. And
Get rid of the fucking elite. Get rid of them. I'm tired of it.
the elite's not no.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, if you run it against Inner Circle, I mean, Four Horsemen, I would want to see them though as a heel, not a baby face.
Okay, so then you turn Cody heel on the thing, on the stupid elite, and then you have some stupid idiots join the elite, and then there you go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like I get what you're saying. Like, there's no way FTR right now is face, and there's no way that Spears is face.
No.
So like you would have to turn Cody heel.
Tully is definitely not a face.
No, and he'd smack his son if he wanted to do it. So like, yeah, like I think if Spears wanted to go be like, yeah, let's do a face Four Horsemen, he'd get smacked right in the face, and he'd be like, no.
So Tully's is Tessa's father, and who else? Who's his son? Because isn't his son in the business too? And I want to know where Tessa Blanchard's going to go.
AEW.
I don't think so.
You don't know why?
Tony Khan's not going to let her in there.
Why? Give her that stupid fucking TNT ugly championship.
Tony Khan's not going to let her in. He wouldn't let Hogan or Linda Hogan in. You think he's going to let Tessa in with her bullying tactics?
Okay, that is kind of true, but still, I don't.
Unless Tully's in Khan's ear, like, hey, either you let my daughter in, I want to smack you in the mouth. I put Tessa. Please, WWE, sign Tessa Blanchard.
He doesn't have a son.
Oh, he doesn't have a son. I thought he did.
So, Tanner and Taylor Blanchard too.
Okay.
But yeah,
here's my thing. WWE, please sign Tessa Blanchard. Please. So we could see Charlotte versus Tessa. Please. Or Charlotte and Tessa teaming together.
There we go.
Please.
That's what I really want to see. But speaking of a next generation superstar, Pillman to AEW. Brian Pillman Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Brian Pillman.
Let's go.
Yes,
You ever see him work?
No, I've never seen Brian Pillman Jr. work.
You gotta look him up. There's some IEW YouTube videos. He's really
another up and coming guy in AEW. EC3. Did you catch that promo?
Yeah, I did definitely. I think I shared it to Loudmouth.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He's going, and you know what? To be honest, he's somebody that you can put. If Cody wants to not be in the Four Horsemen, he could put him in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
If not, the thing is with me is AEW has a lot of heels, has some faces. Then you got the people you don't know what they are.
Right.
They need to have like a mark thing and have EC3 come in as another heel. They need to establish more faces, more heels, and establish them for like that. Because there are a lot of wrestlers that you don't know what they are. You know, Joey Janela, what is he? Is he face? Is he heel?
You don't know. You don't
is
know.
Who is he tagged with?
I can't remember who he's
I forget her name. His name. I forget. That like not bad. Good wrestler. Like don't know, but I don't know what she is. You know, I just don't know.
And they need to bring Brandy Rhodes back on TV.
And I'm okay with that.
They're putting her on dark matches though. They're putting her on AEW.
That's
dark.
fine. I'm okay with her not on. Like she just stands there. She just doesn't really do anything.
I mean, I understand why they put her on dark so she can gain her skills in the ring, which I can understand that.
Yeah, let her still do that. And then Tony Khan calls Orange Cassidy an actual genius of a person.
Listen,
like that
Orange Cassidy
gimmick is phenomenal. And he's like,
it's phenomenal. I watched a few of his independent circuit matches. The dude's incredible. And for you to be able to put your hands in your pocket and wrestle your whole match with your hands in your pocket, that's something else. Not a lot of wrestlers can do that.
No, not at all. He is very talented. Another one, very underrated. And even in AEW, he is still underrated, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They I think could do a lot more with her.
And you're gonna
with him, my bad.
Yeah.
With
and you're gonna hate me when I say this next statement. You're gonna hate me. You're gonna want to come through that screen and choke me. Dean Ambrose needs to drop the title.
100%. 2%.
Oh,
I agree with you.
Okay.
He's Brock Lesnar of the AEW. You went there because you knew you could be the champion and you knew you could control your schedule. So for somebody who supposedly loves this business, where are you week in and week out?
Hold on. Renee Young tested positive for COVID-19.
Okay, well, when was this though?
It's only been a week.
Okay, so I get that. She tested positive. He has to go into quarantine because of that. But
that's why July 5th.
That's now.
Why there's a July 15th.
It's next 15th.
That's the 15th. That's why it's the 15th and not Fighter Fest, because this will be second week of quarantine.
Still, get your ass there. The past weeks, where were you? You're not there, Mox, like you used to be. He's not. He needs to drop the title, and he needs to drop the title to Cage. Cage needs the title because not only can Cage take the title to a different level, in my opinion, he has Taz on his side.
Yeah.
And this is something serious. Speaking of Taz, Samoa Joe is the new Taz of our generation.
Thank you.
On commentating, I want to put that out there. Great on commentating. But yeah, back to Taz. He is, when he grabs that mic, it's something. He knows what to say. He knows exactly what to say. He knows exactly what shots to take and what jabs. And to say we don't run a sloppy company is great because we all know who his wife is. And it's true. Like Vince was having people come in because Vince thinks this is a bad flu. That is a bad flu. Is it? Yes, but you still need to take precautions because this is affecting people's families. Kevin Owens' father died from this.
Yes.
This is something you need to take serious. And I feel like out of
No,
respect
not his father, his grandfather. His grandfather.
his grandfather
died of
but
COVID-19.
still, out of respect for your wrestlers for having family members that died and or sick of this, you should have more respect for that. Now he's finding people who aren't wearing their masks on the television taping. Or on finding them superstars that aren't wearing their mask.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
like as a crowd.
Yeah.
Like
here's the
like you can't say that. You can't just go not care about it and then go, well, you know what? It's a $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 fine if you don't wear this mask. $500 fine, whatever it is. You can't say, oh, well, let's not test it. It's whatever. It's just a bad flu, and then flip it. Like, you should have been taking care of this from day one, Vince. Like,
yeah,
Roman didn't want to come because of this. Like, because he has a weak immune system because of his cancer. Like, you have people with weak immune systems that still do this thing week
in and week out.
In and week out. You have to keep as much as you pay them, they pay you because they're the money drawers for you. So like you gotta respect.
I think the Miz was sick during WrestleMania weekend, and that's why he didn't.
Yeah,
why Roman didn't want to come because he was allowing the Miz to show up.
I know, bullshit. It's bullshit. Like, yes, I have my own opinion about COVID, and everybody does. Everybody does.
We all have our own opinion about
it. But if a mask is required, I wear my mask.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to infect people. I never got tested. But I don't know if I'm a carrier. I don't know if whatever I am. So I wear a mask to protect other people. And that's why I think Vince should have done from day one with even backstage. If you're not wrestling, put that mask on. Like, I did think that it is a sloppy show, and that it is on Vince's part. And it can't backlash on anybody else.
But I think Vince, how many wrestlers through WWE now is tested positive?
Dozen. Like, I believe like a dozen or more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know a specific number, but I know it's a number that shouldn't be. Like, the number's too high. That's what I know.
Yeah,
like, I
the
get
number's pretty high.
I get, like, you can't protect everybody, and you can't just, like, you can't just sit around either and just wait for it to pass because, like, it's not that easy. So, like, I understand you have to keep going on, but you have to make it safe, not just for, your workers, but for you too. Vince, you're not no young buck, buddy.
Yeah.
You're not a young buck. You get this. This might be your last cold. Like, what is in his 70s? Vince is easily in his 70s.
75, 74?
76, something like that. But yeah. And we have a lot of wrestlers thinking that The Undertaker is actually not retired.
Come on, he's done. Listen. He will show up.
Until I hear them words come out of his mouth, or until I see him get that Hall of Fame ring, I don't think The Undertaker is done.
The Undertaker
never said I'm retired.
He said this is the last time.
No, he said sometimes the cowboy has to ride off.
And this is the one time the cowboy has to ride off.
But what did he always say? He said,
if
Taker is always a safety net for Vince McMahon.
Yes.
So which means he's not actually really retired. He's retired until Vince wants him back, is what he's saying.
Right.
Did you hear that SummerSlam is most likely going to get moved to a surprise location?
What is that?
SummerSlam is most likely to be moved to a private surprise location.
Private surprise location. Interesting.
I have no clue what that means.
I mean, maybe he's taken a playbook out of looks like he's taking a playbook out of UFC with that Fight Island thing.
Maybe.
You know?
Did you see that? Taker and Michelle McCool, how they spent their 4th of July?
No, I
That
didn't.
was they spent it at the beach, and their daughter defended her WWE championship on the beach. They set up like towels, they smoked it in, and they set up like wrestling chairs, and his
And this was whose
daughter had
this was-
a wrestling match.
who?
It was like really cool.
Who was that?
This
Undertaker?
is Taker and Michelle McCool
really?
and Taker. Yeah,
And
his daughter. Yeah,
who did his daughter wrestle? Like Michelle.
I don't know if it. No, it was like a boy. So I don't know if
Okay.
it's like Michelle McCool's son, his son, their son,
Oh, okay.
a friend of a fan. I don't know, but
Was it on
he was
Twitter?
wrestling somebody. It was
Is
on Instagram. I seen the photos. I don't. There's not a video, but I seen the photos,
This
which I
photo?
just thought that was really cool. Just
Yeah.
like really like a lot. But did you also hear that Undertaker says that WWE cut off his America too early? He believes they cut it off too early. They told him to go back to Dead Man,
They
and
cut
he
off
kind of
what?
wanted to keep the badass going.
They cut off what too early?
The badass gimmick.
Oh yeah,
WWE
yeah.
wanted him to go back to
Dead Man, yeah.
Dead Man, but he kind of wanted to roll with the badass. And to be honest,
Now
that's one of my favorite gimmicks.
if he comes back, he's got to roll with the Mark Calloway bad American.
He can't come back as
He can't
Taker.
come back as Taker.
He retired Taker at WrestleMania, whatever, when he versed Roman Reigns, I believe. Was that the match?
Yeah,
Was Roman Reigns the ones where he set all his stuff in the ring? Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Because
Um,
the following year was AJ.
yeah, you're right.
Or
But then
yeah, it was AJ because Cena was after Roman, right?
when? What are we talking
See-
about? What year?
So Roman retired Taker, but wasn't Cena after Roman?
I believe so at the time.
I think that was the next WrestleMania.
The next,
Undertaker
yeah,
came out. It came out again, but that was like a 2-minute like nothing squash. Then he did a couple more matches as Taker, but what I liked is that him
I
and
think
him,
none of them were. I think they were
him
all
and-
in like Saudi, right?
huh?
They were all like Saudi, London,
Saudi, London.
They weren't like
yeah.
they
but-
weren't like that. Like
What I liked is that
Backlash.
him and AJ are best friends.
yeah, they know like their kids and everything. Like, yeah, they are
Yeah.
really close.
So like when he brought up like when AJ started bringing up his real name and everything, like it made Taker go like, man, I really got to go this gimmick. I really got to go this way now. I can't like bring back Undertaker because like Undertaker, you don't know whether Undertaker was married or not or had kids.
Yeah, and I remember watching The Last Ride, I believe the last episode, and Michelle McCool said, I text his wife like, I hate him, but I love what he's doing.
Yeah.
And for a former wrestler, a former performer, that is crazy because she said like he sold it. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like she made him like she even said, I love AJ, but at that moment he made me hate him. And that's
Yeah.
what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Like and that's great. He is a great heel. Like he does the job.
yeah.
He does the job.
No, I mean, if you bring back Taker and you bring back this badass or whatever, the badass Mark
Maybe.
Calloway, maybe. Who you even going to put him against? AJ again?
You could do that. The bad
Another fight?
he's done.
Like
I
that's
can't
fine.
see him
You can't
doing another
you
one.
can't do
A cinematic
do-
if it's Sting.
it. You can't. Why? Why even Sting?
The people want
Sting-
it, Sean. The people want it.
But then you bring it back to actual Undertaker. Because you can't bring Mark Calloway, American Badass against Sting. That's not going to work.
No, but I'm just saying the people want it, and Vince. I mean, Vince doesn't give us what we want. I don't want to see that, but some people do. But what do you think about this? Matt Hardy compares Union with Private Party to Michael Hayes and the Hardy Boys. What do you think of this?
What's that?
Matt Hardy compares the Union with Private Party that Michael Hayes, and the Hardy Boys. So he compares him and Private Party to Hayes and the Hardys.
Come on.
Listen, all Private Party is
a rip-off Street Profits.
Is a Street Profits with the little bit of extremeness of the Hardys. That's all it is. You have you take two teams and clash them together, and you have Private Party.
Listen, like if Matt Hardy wants to be Michael Hayes, and he's got to come out with the cane, but then and do all that bullshit. Like you can't know.
No, and I don't. No. He better not do that shit. But yeah, that was something. And then what about this one? Kenny Omega. Listen to this. I don't know about this one. Kenny Omega says he feels pressure from fans for matches every night and every time a wrestler steps into a ring. I think this is bullshit. I do not expect a performer to perform a 6-star, 5-star match every match. You can't expect that from a superstar. But we expect a superstar to step up on a pay-per-view and put on a 4, 5-star match. That's what we want. If it's on a Raw, give us a 2, 3-star. Give us something to nibble on until we get the burger at the pay-per-view.
Here's the thing:
you can't give 5-star matches every week, every night.
Why can't you? That's your job.
Your job is to keep the people entertained. What you can't do 5-star matches.
If I gave you a 5-star match this week, right? So say I went out there and I gave you a 5-star. Yes. I went against.
So we're talking Raw, right? Just Raw.
We're talking just Raw, right? And I'm on Raw, right? Okay. And I go against Dolph Ziggler, and I give you a 5-star match against Dolph Ziggler on a Raw, and you watch it and be like, "Wow, that was a 5-star match." The next Raw, what do you expect me to give you?
To be honest, honestly, I don't expect a 5-star match out of every time somebody steps in the ring.
If I give you a 5-star match, and then the following week I'm facing Dolph Ziggler again in a rematch, and I give you a 3-star.
I mean, if you're versing the same person, I get it. Like, yeah, it should be kind of the same caliber match, but the same time is if it's just like a match, like if they just say, okay, Sean, go versus Dolph, it's just a match. We just throw you guys together. Yeah, go put on whatever you guys want to put on. 3, 4, 5-star match. But if they're building a feud, I don't want to see the person in a feud do a 5-star match every week until the pay-per-view. I want to see them, keep me hungry until the pay-per-view. That's what I want. I want snacks until the main course. You don't go somewhere and just order.
Keep talking to your fans. Keep talking.
You don't go somewhere and just order a steak. You go and order an appetizer and, or a drink and then an appetizer. We don't want a 5-star a steak every time. Give me some bacon, give me some mac and cheese before the steak comes out, or give me something. I don't think to put a pressure on superstars to give you a 5-star match every week is not okay. These people go through hell every time they step into the ring. So you can't tell these people to give me 5-star matches every week, because they might be able to give you a 5-star match. Their opponent might not be able to. They might not be the same person. Yes, you can make somebody look good. For how long though? It just doesn't last that long. You can't do that. Like, you can't keep them putting on these matches, and then it's just going to put more stress and more shit on their body. And then, so just give me an entree, just give me an appetizer, keep giving me appetizers to the pay-per-view, and then give me the steak. That's when I want the filet mignon. Give me the filet mignon at the pay-per-views and keep me nibbling until then. But you got to keep me nibbling. That's the thing. I don't want to see Dolph in a 5-star match every week up into his horror show Extreme Rules, because that's going to take a lot out of the superstar. So you got, like, yeah, this is a sport where you need to be toned and ready and in condition, but at the same time, this sport takes a beating out of you day in and day out. Right now, it's not that bad because they're not on the road like they used to be. They do get a little bit of time to sit down, relax their muscles. But before, no, maybe now, put on a little bit more. Give us a little bit more, because you do have a little bit of downtime.
I think the filming, the taping is like, with them taping Raw, I think it's like they're there at like 5 a.m. until like noon or 1 taping.
Yeah,
they do. It takes them like 8 hours. They do like 8-hour taping. They do like 10-hour days of taping.
It's a serious thing, very serious.
But they're able to go home. They're able to go back to their homes in Florida and rest.
Right now, you could put on 3, 4, 5-star matches on a Raw and on a SmackDown. But if you take this, let's say COVID, they find an antibody or whatever, they start shooting people with it, and they start touring again, you can't expect someone to do a 5-star match every single night. You can't expect Dolph out there every night putting his career on the line. You get it, like, all it takes is like the head to be placed slightly in the wrong direction and your career is gone. Like, this is like an industry where that happens. It's like football. You get hit the wrong way, your career could be done. Like, you land the wrong way, you get injured. That takes months off of you, ring rust, everything else. So give me a good match, keep me guessing, keep me eating, and then smack me with a 5-star at the pay-per-view. That's what I like. I don't expect a 5-star match every night, because these people's bodies go through hell.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell. Yeah, man. But it was a good show, brother.
Yeah.
Folks, we appreciate you guys watching. Iron Tiger, whoever you are, man. Great job on the promo tonight. Great job. I'll give you that. Great job on the promo.
See you here in a few weeks, hopefully.
Hopefully a few weeks. Also, folks,
I'd like to see you pop back up.
Promo school again. I'm gonna hold it next week. Another week of promo school. If you want to be part of it, let me know. And we can bring you on. You can cut your promo. You don't have to cut it on me. Apparently, Iron Tiger wanted to cut it on me and Luch. That's fine. Whatever.
Cut one, please. Somebody cut one on me, because I want to cut one back. So let's have a promo war. Let's go.
If you want to cut on Luch is all good for you to cut on, man.
Let's go. I'm ready.
He's ready and full ready to go. Yeah, promo school it will be next week, folks. If you want to be on, you could be on. I'm going to give you about 3 to 5 minutes to cut a promo. We'll grade you. We'll let you know like how well you did. I mean, this is your opportunity to kind of like know what it's like to write a promo, to like start thinking now if you're creative. If you like wrestling and you're watching and you be like, oh, I'd love to cut a promo, here's your opportunity.
Let's go.
Luch is ready.
Let's go.
Luch is ready to cut promos. He's born ready for it, man. Luch, why don't you go ahead and cut a promo for us, brother? Right off the top of your head.
Promo? All right.
Cut a promo, man.
Loud.
It doesn't have to be on me.
No, all right, I got you. is Loudmouth Sports Talk off the top rope. You got Sean Evans and Luciano, two of the best in this business. You want to hear wrestling? You want to hear what's going on in the wrestling world and what happens week in and week out? You come to Loudmouth Sports Talk off the top rope. That's where you're going to find the best wrestling talk on the internet today. So don't forget, people, Loudmouth Sports Talk, Loudmouth Sports Group. Don't forget to like, and guess what? We're the best. We have the loudest mouths in the business. Come at us if you want, but fear us. You should.
Very nice, brother. Very nice. Kept me interested. I'll give you a B. I give you a B, brother. I give you a B.
Something. I'll write a little something for next week.
Write a little something for next week.
I'll do a little writing for next week. Guys are in trouble.
But folks, go 9 o'clock. The sale ends in about the next hour or so.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. bombshellbowling.com/Loudmouth Sports Group. I believe Loudmouth Sports Talk. If you need more information, get it from me, Courtney Brown, Luciano, Robbie, George Frisch. We will get that information out to you. We'll see you guys next week here on Loudmouth Sports Talk, Loudmouth Sports Group, Loudmouth off the top rope. Make sure you catch next week. You don't want to miss out on us.
Don't miss out.